Thursday.
Still from Texas. And still at the Loves we were at in the last vlog when we ended it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, still no load.
Nothing yet. We've had a few calls. We've had a couple offers for something picking up Monday.
So we're really hoping to get at least one load in for this week.
One load, so we can have at least a little bit of a check next week.
Yeah, we did have a call for one, but it was picking up, I don't even remember, here in Texas, but going down to far Texas.
Yeah.
Basically on the border of Mexico.
They did say name your price, but I mean, honestly, my price would be pick up, deliver, and come all the way back up here.
Yeah, because we probably wouldn't get anything out of down there.
No. Well, we possibly could, but I'm not chancing it, you know, so my price would be really high, and I didn't even bother telling them, because usually when you tell them, they get all mad and offended. And
which I don't understand why, because if you're going to say name your price, don't get mad at the price we give you.
Right.
If you have a set amount of what you can pay,
right,
just tell us that's what you can pay, and we can say yes or no.
Right. Here's what I can pay you on it. Is that, would that make it worth it?
Yeah. Not just go back and forth, and you know. But it is what it is, you know. We
turned that one down. Yeah. I think we can get something better.
Yeah. Yesterday, Jason got a call for one picking up, I think in Houston, going to Miami. But we didn't want to do that. For one, Miami is not a good area for us.
Yeah.
And with the hurricane stuff going on.
Well, it's already done. And I don't think they got that bad, but everybody did evacuate. So that means people are going to be trying to get back down to Miami, or the highways of Florida are going to be busy. So
yeah,
I don't want to go sit in traffic. And
even if we did take it, like I said, Miami is not a great place for us to get stuff out of. We would either have to deadhead to like Orlando to hopefully get something out of that area, or either northern Florida. Yeah, so it is what it is. Got to roll with the punches. It sucks that happened with the truck, and it made us lose the one load, which that load we never said it was going to South Carolina.
Yeah, but inland South Carolina, not the coastal area. So,
and if the truck hadn't have broken down, we'd already been done with it before the hurricane even got there.
And probably out of there. So.
Yeah, but you know, it just, stuff happens. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and
that's the way it crumbled this week.
You know, I look at it, you gotta look at the bright side of things. Sure, stuff happens like that to us. It happens to everybody out here, but if you dwell on it, you're just making yourself or your day or week even that much worse. So,
yeah.
I mean, all we can do is be glad that it was covered under our extended warranty. At least we didn't lose a load, down a few days, and have to pay for a repair. You know, because that, you know, when you don't have any loads for a week and you're not getting a check and you have to shell out money to fix a truck, that puts a hurting on your wallet, you know? Yeah,
that is never fun. We're going to hang out here today.
Yeah, I might go get groceries. There's a Natural Grocers not too far from here that we like, as we do need to get some groceries. But I don't want to leave our spot. We've got a really good spot at this Love's.
We've had like 3 trucks back up, like they pull out, another one backs up right in. It's nice grass area next to us. Let the dogs out.
Spot, nice grass area. The road right here is a dead end road, so there's no traffic right here.
And dogs got a big old playground.
I know, they love it. I love it. Jason doesn't like it. We are a little tilted.
We are.
Which is the way he sleeps.
Yeah, my head sleeps that way, so I'm like, I feel like I'm upside down. But
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, and if we have to wait till Monday to take a load, there is a state park not far from here at Lake Belton. We could go stay for it the weekend. It's kind of like the park that we used to like to stay at Lake Waco.
But it's, just a little bit further south.
Yeah, they've got electric and water hookups, an RV dump. It's like $24 a night for the spots. We've never been there. I'd like to check it out.
Yeah, that would be cool to check out.
But of course, we don't want to do that. They do have spots available. I did check. But until we know what's going on, we don't want to go reserve a spot and pay money and then we call and get a load.
Get a load right away.
Now, if we have a load we know we're picking up Monday, then we know we don't have it until Monday. Unless we got a deadhead somewhere. Because we would even deadhead up to Dallas, Houston, south to San Antonio. You know, you just never know. And it's 12:30 here now. A lot of general freight stuff they call in the afternoons. So, I mean, at least the last couple of days they have. And
yeah.
But we've got some exciting stuff happening for the rest of the year. But we're not going to tell you because we're going to keep you in suspense. One of the things we're working on is probably going to happen the end of this month. And then the biggest excitement is coming later this year, which you'll find out about.
Yeah.
We're excited.
I'm excited now.
I know. Are you excited?
Tell me about it.
Y'all will
we got
find
some
out all
pretty cool things in the works.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We don't like to jinx it, so we don't talk about it yet, but
it's in the works.
It's in the works.
You'll find out. You'll find out. Just gotta keep watching.
In the works.
You never know when we're gonna spring it on you. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna work on some video editing. If we don't get it loaded tonight, or I want to go shower.
Go shower.
Love showers are pretty good.
Yeah, they're decent.
We don't use them too often, but
yeah, I think we've
not bad.
Handful of times since we've been out on the road have we showered at a Love's.
Yeah. All right. We'll let you guys know what happens. Well, this week was a bust.
No check for us next week.
Look out behind us. Check out where we're at.
Yeah, decided to pull this bad boy out.
So we do have a load. It's lined up for, actually we got 2 loads lined up for next week.
Next week is going to be killer.
Yes.
Next week.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Come here.
Next week, they're burning up.
I
It
know,
is
they need
104 degrees here in Texas
Oh
today.
my gosh. Yeah, we just got back up to Waco, pulled the Airstream out, got a spot out here at the lake because they did have one for the weekend. So we're going to stay out here till Sunday, then head back down south for the pickup on Monday.
Yeah.
The Airstream is filthy. I don't know if you can tell behind us.
There's
but
so many spider webs and it's just dirty. We keep it in a covered storage. So sure, it stays protected, but it doesn't get washed off from the rain very much. So it's just builds up dust over the time we're gone. So
yeah, so we figured instead of getting a spot out at the lake down south in the truck, we'd come pull the Airstream out and enjoy it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's what we got it for, right? We are just letting the Airstream get cooled off a little bit, and then we're gonna go have some lunch because it's like, what, almost 3:30 and haven't eaten yet today?
3:30, yeah, we haven't eaten.
Because we were waiting around to see about if we would get a load, so.
Luckily, we weren't that far from home, and we don't have to sit over the weekend in the truck, which we don't mind doing.
Right.
But,
Since we're so close.
We're so close, might as well just go ahead and pull the Airstream out. We wanted to last weekend, but everything was booked up.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were lucky to. Well, I think you had found a spot, but we would have got one spot for one night, then we would have had to move to another spot. And while it's really easy to move the Airstream, and that's what we love about it, it's still, you have to move it, and that's a pain in the butt, you know?
Yeah.
Just anytime you got to move, you want to park it and stay there in one spot for, not move every day. So, so we got this one for 2 days, so we'll get to enjoy it.
We're gonna have a relaxing couple of days here and go from there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.
Well, it has been a nice couple days out here at the lake in the Airstream, but it's time to pack her up.
Time to get back out on the road. Almost feels like we had 2 weeks off, and
I know.
It's like you never get to really enjoy.
I know.
Because you're always running around doing stuff.
I know. I mean, basically, we were off this whole last week with dealing with the truck issues, and even though this week was a bust, next week is gonna turn out to be a good week as long as everything goes smooth. But the bright side is we got to spend a couple of days relaxing out here in the Airstream.
It would have been nice if we could have stayed the whole week, but
yeah, it would have. But you know, it is what it is. At least it happened close to home, so we could come do this.
Right. Otherwise, we would have been, sitting at a truck stop for a week, and I mean, we don't mind doing that.
Yeah, but it is nice to be able to enjoy some time away from the truck every now and then.
Yeah.
But we are getting ready to pack everything up. It is 12:24 right now. We have to check out by 2. So we're going to show you how easy it is to pack up our Airstream.
What we love about having the Airstream, the fifth wheel was so much more of a pain in the butt, where the Airstream is, we just really got to get everything off the counters, which she's already done.
Pretty much done, yeah.
Yeah, and then we lift the landing gear, lift it up so the truck can back up to it, unplug everything, so.
Yeah, so let's get her packed up and get to the truck.
First thing is first, we got to raise the landing gear, or the stabilizer jacks as they're called, which is cool because we got power. Now we leave it plugged up while we're doing this. We got retract, extend, we want to retract. That's doing the front, which didn't have far to go because as you can see,
level is like this.
Our spot was completely unlevel.
Yeah.
Like we barely were able to get level.
Like look up here how close it is to the ground.
Look how close the battery box is there to the ground. So we barely made it. Now we'll go ahead and lift the rears.
Boom, done. We have these folding chairs that we keep. We actually keep these in the Airstream when it's stored, just because we don't like to leave them in the back of the truck because somebody could easily take these out of the back of the truck.
Plus they'll get dirty just like the rest of the Airstream. Look at that. The truck and Airstream get filthy.
Filthy, yeah. So when we're just going to be in a spot for a couple days, I just put this mat out that we have. I do have one of the big like outdoor mats, like we put that out if we're staying longer than a couple days. But this and our little table right here, I just put these in the back of the truck because I don't care if anybody takes them. They're not really worth much. And I'll put the mat down and lay the table upside down on top of it just so it kind of protects the glass on the table.
And what do you do with those?
I put those inside. Let me show you. So in here, we've got this nice space right here. This is where I put our folding chairs. I just lay them flat down on the ground so they don't move around. I usually will put a blanket down just to lay them on because they do get a little dirty from being outside. But let's do that. So yep, I just lay them out like this. And as you can see, there's already some sand and rocks that came in with them. That's why I put the blanket down to kind of keep the floor somewhat clean. And then I just put it over them so that if they do kind of shuffle around or move when we're pulling the Airstream, they don't scratch up the couch or the dinette set.
Next, we're going to turn off the water. I'm going to open this pressure relief valve to make it easier to take off the hose. That should be good. And
got to throw our trash out on the way out.
Now that we got the water disconnected, I'm going to reopen this low point drain valve. Put this back on. And I'm going to leave that open, and I'm going to go inside and open one of the sink valves or the faucet so the water drains. And we'll let all the water drain out through the lines. Now during winter time, of course, we would winterize this. but we're still in the heat of summer in Texas, so we probably won't need to winterize until next time. Next, we want to drain all the water out of the hot water tank. If you see this little yellow valve back there, basically just pop that up, and then I got another one way back there that I got to get to, which is pretty easy, but kind of hard to see. Right
yeah, you can see where you're pointing.
right there.
Yeah.
And that drains out all the hot water out of the tanks.
And this is under the dinette here. That's the Aldi system. Oops, dark under there now. He does that, and I store a lot of stuff under the table when we're storing the Airstream, just because it's space to be able to store and not be in the way of anything. If you can see, I've already taken almost everything off the counters. This will go back on the floor. This will all get taken down. I've done the same thing in the bathroom. In the bathroom, what I do, I take everything down and I just put a towel down and put it all in the sink right there. That's all the stuff that I keep on the counter when we're using the Airstream. I've already got the bedroom all ready to go. The bed's down, made, everything is put up. Also, what I do is I just go through everything before we leave, check all the cabinets and just make sure they're all shut so that they're not gonna come open when we're moving. Another place that I like to store stuff when we're storing the Airstream is in the shower. You can see in here, I store our outside trash can in here. I store, like, if we have any beer or waters or anything that we're leaving, any kind of liquid that we're leaving in the Airstream, I put it in a little tote and put it in the shower. That way, if while it's being stored, if anything leaks, it's gonna go down the shower drain and not on the floor in the Airstream. So that's a good storage place. And then I make sure I go through and I just check all of the cabinets, the shower door, everything that could come open. While we're in movement, I just make sure it's all shut and locked. I usually do like a triple check on that. Same thing with the fridge, make sure it's closed all the way. And we're almost done. I was just waiting for Jason to finish draining that, so now I can get all of this stuff here down under there out of the way.
Now, one thing we do here is we turn the air conditioning off, but then turn the fans on high so that any moisture in the vents will dry out some before we turn it completely off.
I'm just getting stuff off the table.
Got camera, things like that.
Camera goes with us in the truck. Anything staying in the Airstream, we just got to make sure everything's off the counter so it don't fall off. One other thing we do before we hook up and take off is we turn the fridge to off. When we're here, it's on the auto where it's running off the electricity. So I make sure I turn that off and grab everything out of the fridge, because when we do store it, I do leave the doors open a little bit just so it dries out and doesn't get mold in there. If you leave them closed when you're storing it, after having the fridge running, that there's moisture in there and it'll get moldy if you don't leave them open to air out. And of course, we cannot forget to put the babies in the truck. Come on. Come on. All right, we got the windows down for them while we get this all hooked up.
Now, one thing we do absolutely last is unplug the power. We just want to use the shore power to lift and lower the front while we're getting connected. And once we get connected to it, we'll disconnect the shore power.
And that's how easy it is to get it backed up and hooked up to the ball hitch. Man, when we had the fifth wheel, it would take forever for me to try to get Jason lined up on that fifth wheel hitch.
Yeah.
This is so much easier.
Yeah.
Now, since we've got it on there, as you see, Jason's locked it down. We got to put our tow chains, hook those up. He's already got our, what's his brake controller hooked up.
Emergency brake controller.
Yeah, easy peasy. We do have a chock between the wheels. You want to have a chock when you're doing this so your Airstream don't go back.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's finish getting this hooked up. We'll get the power off and we'll be ready to go. You guys ready to go? You ready to go?
All right, we're gonna disconnect the power. First thing I'm gonna do is shut the breaker off so it's off for the next guys that come. Unplug that. This is our surge protector. Pick up this 500-pound cable. We need to get a shorter one.
Yeah.
This is like a 50-foot or a 30-foot. Honestly, we really just need like a 10-footer. But then, of course, as soon as we get a 10-footer, we'll need a 30-footer.
Yeah, we'd have to carry both of them anyway.
Yeah.
Better to have more than enough than not enough. And this is our little trunk. This is under the bed where we store all our extra stuff. And it's nice because it does lock. So this is all protected in here.
I pretty much just cram it in there. As long as the door closes.
And we're not gonna lock it yet because we still gotta go use the RV dump. That's one of the last things we'll do. These spots out here don't have an RV dump at the sites. They just have electric and power. They do have some spots out here that are...
Electric and power?
I mean, electric and water. They do have some spots that have the RV dump at the sites. They're in a different part of the park. And then the chalk, I usually will just set on this table that just puts some weight on it to keep it from flying out of the back. Need to put our step up still. And then I'm just gonna do one last check inside before we pull out, make sure everything's good. Well, this is the last thing we do.
The grody part.
Before we store the RV, the RV dump.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, Jason's already dumped the black tank. We're now filling it up with water to get any remnants out of it, and then we'll dump the gray tank, and then we'll be out of here.
Yeah, sounds boring.
That's just part of RV life.
It's so hot too, making this process so miserable.
It is hot.
Yeah.
It really is.
There was a line here of people checking out, waiting to dump. So we sat there for a little bit waiting to... Now we got it all to ourselves.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people, RV on each side. And
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we're done here, we're going to go put this in storage, pull the truck out of storage, head down to get closer for our pickup tomorrow, which you'll find out all about in the next vlog.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and end this one here.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you guys as always for watching and subscribing.
And until our next video.
Peace, love, and expediting.